Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm Shawndy and welcome back to my channel. One day, you'll wake up and realize, I gotta do a little more than just complain about it. And that is when your journey will begin. I'm Shawndy and this is my story. Hey y'all! This is WatchShawndyShrink and welcome back to another weight loss video. Hey y'all, look, I missed y'all. How y'all doing? Happy Friday! So, I hope y'all enjoyed last week's video. Y'all seem to have been liking the vlogs. Everybody's been hitting me up. I appreciate so much the comments, the feedback. Y'all have been amazing. I love y'all so much. Like, I enjoy making these videos and doing these videos for you all. I just want y'all to know how much I appreciate y'all. None of it goes unappreciated. None of it goes unnoticed. And I just want y'all to know that I'm happy you're here. Welcome back. And keep coming back. Keep coming back. And if this is beneficial to you or to anyone, then just make sure you share this video to them. Share it to your social media platforms and send them my way and let them know that somebody is here to keep it real, and let them know that if I can do it, they can do it too, right? And that's all I wanted to do. So, in today's video, as promised last week, this is the last video about Elias Ortiz and company. I will not be making any more videos geared towards this company. It was a great company and it was a great experience. However, I have to now redo the focus onto my personal journey. So that's the focus now, will just be my personal journey and how everything goes from here on. So yes, so this is the last video about the company. This is the one final company review, just to give you a brief overview of the company and to let you know what I thought. And the best way I thought I could get this information to you was through a pros and cons list. So I did a pros and cons list for Elias Ortiz and company. So if you are ready to see that and if you want to know more about the company, then stay tuned. Okay, so I feel the best way that I could get y'all this information was to make a pros and cons list. So here we go. I usually start with cons first and then I go to pros, but you know, so we can end on a good note. But I'm gonna do the pros first because my cons list is pretty short. Okay, so y'all know I got my paper, okay? Y'all know I got my paper. You know I got my paper, okay? Anyway. Okay, so pros. My very first pro was that it's affordable. It's affordable and you don't need insurance. That was like my major things. As y'all know, as I told my backstory before, that I had 3 previous denials and like went through that process trying to get approved through insurance, and it just did not work for me. And so I had to find a way to get around insurance, and I really thought for a long time that I just couldn't, and I was just gonna have to suck it up. And so yeah, I was really happy about that. That they're affordable. I can afford it. I can, you know, make payments. However, also somebody asked me about financing. They do have financing. I am not sure how it works. Like I said, I end up just taking it and just paying the monthly payments. Their starting fees is at $45.95. So if y'all have it, want to save for it, want to apply for it, just want to see, you can call them, get started. I think I know you only put $300 down, so that's not bad. And then whenever you want to set your date for, if you want to set your date for that same year, in a couple of months, in 12 months, then it's completely up to you. So you make your own financial decisions when it comes to that. So I love that. And that was one of my favorite things about Elias Ortiz and Company, that they were very affordable and you did not need insurance to get it. So that was great for me. Another pro for me was the all-inclusive package. Like, honestly, you cannot beat that. Like, you had all your food and broth, your pre-op work, your post-op work, your meetings, your, like, everything was there. Your transportation, biggest thing. Like, and that was another one of my pros. So I'm gonna kind of go into that as well. Transportation, that was amazing. I think, like, you know, when you go out of the country or when you go out of town, you know, you spend so much money on Ubers or you get a rental car and stuff like that. And I think the fact that Elias Ortiz and Company provided their own transportation, they got you to the airport, from the airport, anywhere that you wanted to go in the city. There were, like, you know, times that we end up walking, you know, to places that were really close. But as far as like a shopping trip and things like that, then they made special shuttles for you. I loved that. I love the transportation. The drivers were always super sweet, super nice. Look, held your hand as you walked up, because there's like little stairs on the shuttles. Held your hand as you walked up the shuttle, wouldn't let you touch your bag, took your bag to the concierge, let the concierge take your bag upstairs. Like, it just wouldn't, like, it was just, they're so gentleman-like, and so the service is just top notch with the transportation. Also, I liked with the transportation that they work with you if you don't have no passport. I know right now passports are taking 10 to 12 weeks. My brother and my sister-in-law, they just applied for their passports back in July, and here we are in October and they still haven't gotten theirs. So, you know, it takes a long time, you know, nowadays for these passports to come back. So I like that if you don't have your passport, if it didn't come in time, if you financially are not able to get you one before you go, they will work with you. And I do like that. I like that a lot. The friendly staff. I could literally go on and on and on. Sorry, y'all, I like to think about words. But listen, I could go on and 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 on about the staff, y'all. Like, from the surgeon, Dr. Ortiz, to his physician assistants, to his post-op doctor, to his nurses, to the transport drivers, to the hotel, the you know, just the workers at the hotel, the nurses at the hotel. Like, y'all, literally everybody was so nice. And it wasn't like, okay, they see that I'm recording or something. You know, people think this way, so I just want to say it. People didn't know that I was recording. They didn't know that I was making this video. This is not a sponsored video at all. I would love for it to be Elias Ortiz Company. If you need me, holler at me. Listen, but this is not sponsored at all. They're not paying me to say none of this at all. And when I say I just want y'all to know the real. And y'all know, as I said from day one, I'm going to keep it real. So I'm keeping it real with y'all. It's just impeccable service. Okay, like, honestly, like, I can't even begin to explain. I think, like, sometimes even here in healthcare, I am a healthcare provider, and I know that sometimes here in the States, you get great bedside, customer service at hospitals and stuff like that. But sometimes we know that you don't, and it's just the harsh reality of it. And I just did not have that experience. Everybody was just so nice. Everybody went above and beyond. Anything that I needed, I felt like it was given to me I didn't have to wait on it. I didn't feel, I just did not experience that, and I'm grateful for that. Friendly staff, clean. So the cleanliness of the hospital and the hotel, that was another pro for me, because I know, like, before I went, a lot of people was like, is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? I didn't see anything that wasn't safe, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, there was, all the procedures were sterile. Nothing happened that I felt like was, unsafe. I did not feel unsafe. It was very clean. The hospital was very clean. Very sparkling white everywhere. Like, and then there was custodial staff that was there all day. While I was there, they were there all day, and so they were constantly cleaning, and just getting things together, making sure that things were tidy. It was nice. It was a clean hotel. I know that is, and in the weight loss group that I'm in for Elias Ortiz and company, I know that some people do ask that and have that apprehension before they go down. Is it clean, or is it sterile? Is it, because I guess like, we just don't know, as far as having surgery out of the country. I think it's just one of them things, y'all, that for some reason we're programmed to believe that everywhere else is like less than, but it wasn't. It was not that experience at all. Like I said, the hotel was very clean as well. Literally from the time you walked in, everybody grabbing your bags. You see all the gold, and just, it was really nice. It was a really nice experience. I love the hotel. I love the hospital. Everything was clean. Everything was nice. Another pro that I had was the medication. I love that you were able to purchase more meds to take home with you if you wanted to. It wasn't obligatory. Is that a word? Obligatory. You wasn't obligated, y'all. Listen, okay? You wasn't obligated to purchase any medication if you did not want to. It was completely up to you, but I liked that you could. They had different types of medication, obviously, just like any pharmacy. And then they wrote the script for you. So anything that you wanted, I like that they had that option available. Don't go crazy, obviously. I think I gave y'all that disclaimer before. Don't go crazy, because I think they were saying that they will, like, stop people at the border if there is too much medication. However, we didn't experience that. I like I said, my mom got some stuff. I got some stuff. They extend that offer to your companion as well, which I like, because seriously, like, you know what I'm saying? It's much cheaper than here in the States. And sometimes you just need it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need an 800 ibuprofen. You know what I'm saying? And you need it for the logo. Sometimes you know what I'm saying? So I really like that, that they had that option available to us to get the medication there if we need it. And last but not least on my pros list, I just want to say that I love that they let you have a companion to come with you. Like, it's a life-changing, life-altering experience. And if you are in need of somebody being there with you, somebody that you know, your companion is there. And I like that they set it up to where your companion can come. Your companion is comfortable while they're there. Your companion gets access to all of the amenities that you have. So I just feel like what better experience? Like, you spend $4,500, well, $4,600. You spend $4,600. That's before your high BMI fee, if you have the high BMI, but they'll tell you the price. But you spend $4,600 for essentially for you and somebody else to come with you down to Mexico. So you still, like, me and my mom had a great time, and it was like you essentially get a vacation with this person. Granted, you're having surgery, yes, but you still had that time alone, that time away. I would suggest, if I would suggest anything, is to, if you have a companion, if you bring a companion, make sure that companion is somebody that you are that you trust, and that it's somebody that you are able to be 100% yourself around and 100% comfortable around. I know my mom was that person for me, and I do have a lot of people in my life that I would have been comfortable with coming with me, but it's a very vulnerable time for you. You know, you're throwing up, you're tired, you're sick, you're going through a life change, so mentally you're different, you're changing, it's so much going on all at once. So I would say if you do go that route of bringing a companion with you, make sure that it's somebody you can trust. That's my advice. Just a bit of advice that I want to throw in there about a companion. So yes, but the pro, like I said, as far as that your companion is allowed on all the transportation. They treat your companion as if they're a patient. If my mom needed anything, she was able to, ask them as well. I love that. I love that they treated her like me. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no divide or difference between us two. You know what I'm saying? I just want to end, before I continue, while we're talking about companions, before we continue, I just want to give a shout out to my mama. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Yeah, I had made a collage. I'll put it on social media. I'll put it here for you all. But I made a collage for her.
All I gotta say is I thank you. Thank you.
And I just really was just so grateful during that time for her just being there, being my rock, being my companion, literally being that. And she don't want to hear thank you. She just like, I'm just doing my motherly duties. But listen, moms are like they're our world, really what would we do without them? So I don't know what I would do without mine. And mama, I just want to say thank you so much for your love, for your support. And I want to thank my daddy too, because y'all, literally my daddy, you only have one companion, but seriously, my daddy was calling us like, how y'all doing? What y'all doing? Where y'all at? What y'all doing now? And like he was like literally checking on us every minute, every second, just to make sure that we was good. His girls is out of town. He trying to see what's what, so, and then literally when we got home, it's like my mama, got her break and my daddy took over. And he was making sure I had my meds. He was making sure that I was eating right. He was making sure that I was working out, even still to this day. Like he like, all right, like you ain't worked out in a week. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And I just am so grateful and so appreciative for my beautiful parents. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. And so yeah, with a companion, that is what I would recommend, that you bring somebody that can be that person for you, because they'll be your voice when you can't talk. They'll be your voice when you can't talk or don't want to talk or don't have the energy to talk or have the energy to complain about something or need something or say something that you need. They'll be your ears when you are drowsy and just want to go to sleep, and they trying to give you instructions on what you need to do next. Like seriously. So yes, if you bring a companion, definitely make it be somebody you trust. Also, if you choose not, this was something else I wanted to say. If you choose not to go with a companion, that is fine as well. Let me tell you another pro, the family environment that it creates. I guess because we're all nervous, we're all going through it at the same time. Like, y'all, when I say my surgery sisters, like I literally mean my surgery sisters. Like, we have a group on Facebook. I text them, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have each other on social medias. Like, and when I tell you, you can't tell me that I haven't known these people forever and I've only known them for a short period of time. But it was such a big life-changing moment, and to have gone through it with these individuals. Like, you have your friends, you have your family and things like that, of course, that are there for you, of course, that love you, that know you, that are going to see you through your transformation. But they didn't have the surgery. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, they didn't have surgery with you, you know. So I like that it creates that family environment. And you just have more friends. You just get more friends and more people that understand what you're going through. And then you can also compare and contrast your journey, you know, and just, okay, well, this is normal for me. This is, you know, this is normal, or this is abnormal. Maybe I should go and see a doctor about this, or, you know, and then, or they give you suggestions of things that you didn't know, you know what I'm saying, that you needed. So I love that. I love that as well. So that was the end of my pros list. As y'all can tell, I had a lot of pros when it comes to Elias Ortiz and company. My cons, only had two. One was the hidden fees. I went over the hidden fees in one of these videos. I'll link it here. I'll link which video is in. I think it's I had surgery in I think the title of that video is I had surgery in Mexico. Just to be sure, I'll link it here so that y'all can I go into more detail of all the hidden fees. But I think in total I end up, for hidden fees, for me, they were hidden from me because I didn't know. And like I said, I don't know if prior to going, I don't know if other people were informed and it was just me who wasn't informed. Like, I don't, because you have different coordinators and things like that, right? So, and I'm not blaming my coordinator. I love my coordinator. She was amazing. Any questions that I did have, you know, I shot them to her and she shot them right back, you know. And so, and then she gave me as much information, as she gave me. I don't feel like my coordinator, and like I said, I don't want to blame her, you know, for anything. But what I'm saying is I did not personally know. So maybe I did not ask the correct questions and things like this. But there were some fees, like I said, that I had when I got there that I did not know about. And, you know, when it comes to money, you know, things like that, I mean, that's very important. Especially, I just spent, you know, $5,000, you know, or 53. Well, mine was 5,300, but I spent 5,300 on surgery, and it's supposed to be all inclusive. And then I get there and I spend about $400 more. You know, it's like, okay, but wait a minute. I thought, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, this was all inclusive. So it is all inclusive. It is still a great price, even still with my extra $400 that I end up spending. It still is like $5,600, which in the States, if you were to pay out of pocket for vertical sleeve surgery, is $14,000. So, you know, I mean, you're still paying a fraction of what you would pay if you were paying out of pocket. So, again, you know, but still, is, you know, what if I didn't have $400 with me? You know, what if I didn't, you know, I end up getting paid while I was there. That ended up working out. But it's just still like, you know, what if I didn't have it? What if, you know, just what if I didn't have it? So, you know, you know, don't go out of town without money, but some people do. Some people do go out of town without money. Some people are like, okay, well, I already paid for everything. I bring me, you know, $100, $150, and I'll be okay. So I'm not going to spend more than $150, and then boom, you got hidden fees. So that's my suggestion to you, would be to bring about $500 with you, just in case. Okay, just in case. And my last con was the departure times, the departure day. I went over this in my last video when I was talking about departure day, day 6. Day 6, they ask you to leave, and they ask you to book your flight after 1 p.m. And they make it like that set in stone and concrete. And it also seems like prior to going, it seems like you may have like meetings or something like that on that day that is going to prevent you or hinder you from getting on a flight. And so you end up booking a late flight. And so everybody that I know that left around the same time that I did, they either end up having to spend more money by staying an extra night in San Diego, which they, you know, pre-plan to stay. They either pre-plan to stay a day, an extra day in San Diego, or like me, we end up sitting at the airport all day, which after you just have surgery, that is not what you want to do. So I would suggest getting an earlier flight on that 6th day. I would stay until the 6th day. I think I said this in my last video, but I just wanted to reiterate. I would stay until the 6th day if I were y'all. However, I would get an earlier flight on the 6th day. That way you check out, you leave, you go to the airport, you can get on your flight. I'm just being honest. Even if you got to sign an AMA to go ahead and leave, I still would. Sign an AMA for that morning, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. You know, book you a 1 o'clock flight. Book you, you know, get over the border and, you know, be to the airport by 10 o'clock. Wait your couple of hours, get on your flight at noon, like, honestly, and get on home. That's just what I would do. I'm just saying. But I mean, you know, I can't advise you, you know, do as you will. If you wanted to get a flight later in that day, that's fine. You will be waiting at the airport. If you want to get a flight for the next day, you will have to spend another day in San Diego, which could be cool. You can enjoy yourself, you know, get to see California if you've never been, things like that. But that's just my suggestion. And so that is going to be the end of this video. Hopefully it was short and sweet, but hopefully you also got the information that you needed. If y'all have, there were no questions. I guess I explained, which is a good thing. After you get done explaining things, there's no questions. It's like, okay, cool. That means I did a good job explaining. So there were no questions. I got no questions on my Instagram. I got no questions on the last video. So that means that y'all good to go. Y'all ready. So I feel like I've given you everything that I could, everything I know about this company. This is the final video about the company. I love my experience with Elias Ortiz and company. In the future, I do plan to use this company again. They also have a plastics site. So y'all, I'm gonna have Loose Skin look it's already jiggly, y'all. Yes. I don't know why people get so, like, you know, grossed out, I guess, about their loose skin. Honey, that means I'm losing weight, okay? Listen, I'm using, you know, trying to work it out and everything, but I'm saying loose skin is gonna be there. So they do have a plastic side as well with Dr. Amos. So I will be using this company again in the future. If you are interested, I will leave the website link below, and I'll also leave it here on the screen. It's Elias Ortiz and code EliasOrtizandCompany.co, and I'll leave that here on the screen for you. If you are interested, go check them out. Go look. They have a BMI calculator on there. They'll tell you what your BMI is. It'll also tell you the extra fees that are associated with whatever your BMI is. And you can get started like as quick as today. And you can have surgery. Well, I don't know what dates they have available, but if they had it available, you can get surgery as quick as next week. Honestly, truly. So, you know, your process go how you want your process to go. But if you are looking for a recommendation outside of the States, Elias Ortiz and Company got it. They got you. And that's all I gotta say, y'all. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I think next week I wanted to do a cooking video for you all, but I think next week is the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. It is the 15th. Next week is the 15th, so it's time for my 2-month update. Y'all, that's so crazy. 2 months. But anyhow, so next week's video will be my 2-month update video, which y'all also know that means weigh-in day. So y'all don't want to miss it. I guess the week after that is when I'll post my my cooking video that I made for y'all. So, but thank y'all so much for watching. I love y'all so much. If you like this video, please hit the like button down below. Hey, can you press the like button, please? If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Please hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow a journey, if you want to follow a vertical sleeve journey that keeps it real, this is the place for you. Welcome. I love y'all so much. Oh, last thing I wanted to say. Y'all, I got a brand deal. I'm so excited. So I am now partners with a company called Bariatric Pal. They have vitamins, they have protein shakes, they have protein food. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I was looking through the website and I was like, oh yeah, like I, want some of this. Now, one thing, before I even had surgery, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to take vitamins every day because y'all, I just am not, like, I don't know if y'all are like me. I'm not very consistent about taking pills, taking medicine, things like that. And I know, you gotta know your star player. I'm in tune with myself. I know that I'm bad at taking medication, daily. And that's terrible because I'm a nurse. But anyway, so they have, and I actually have seen this company prior to even having the partnership with them. They have patches. They have vitamin patches. You just put the patch on like a nicotine patch, and they got B12, multivitamin, anything that you get. Now, I have not gotten any of the products myself yet, so I can't tell you first-hand experience how they are. However, I know a lot of people that have suggested this company to me, like I said, prior to even having this partnership, and then for them to reach out to me, it was literally heaven sent. If you are interested, you don't just have to have had bariatric surgery for these things that they offer to be beneficial to you. So if you just want to check them out as well. The description will be down below. If you see anything on the site that you want, that you like, I have a coupon code. Here's the coupon code. It's WSW15 and you'll get 15% off of your first order. So go order up and tell them that Shawndy sent you. And so, yeah, I think that's all I have. I'll give a more full review about Bariatric Pals. They're going to send me some stuff to try soon. And I'll be making a video, about them later. So, yes, I think I already said bye. So, that's it, y'all. Peace and blessings. Talk to y'all later.